Hey friends, it's Life Coach Rich. We're taking a couple of trees down today at our house, and so we've had a couple of large oak trees die in the last few years, and we got those taken down by other people. And then the price of taking trees down has gone way up, maybe because there's so many trees dying in this area, oak trees. It's like post oaks, I think. And so anyway, we got a price for $2,600 to take 2 trees down, and that's just like, no. I can rent a boom lift for $300. I just don't feel comfortable getting on ladders and stuff, especially being up in the air and everything. So I can get a boom lift for $300 and get a harness, safety harness for $50, and then I can take these down. These aren't huge; they're pretty big, but they're not as big as those other trees we got taken down. So anyway, I'll show you these trees. There's that one. That one's dead. That one died first, and then this one is over, hanging over the shed here, so I'll have to put some plywood on it. My plan is to put some plywood over the metal right there, so that as I cut those branches, I'll cut it in different sections and then just let them drop onto the plywood and fall off, because the plywood takes away the initial impact, and that's all that you're worried about. So I can't cut that whole limb down because it's right over there, so I have to just piecemeal that limb down until the end. And then boy, those others are going to be fun. But we'll see. Those are the two. And then we've got a section of this tree. Man, when that tree right there goes, look at that tree there. That thing is just massive. That's just a beautiful tree. So we've got this fork here. Part of the fork is dead. Part of this section here, so I'll have to cut that down. Part of the fork, this part's still alive, I think, but it's, I guess we won't cut the whole thing down right now. I should, but this section's alive, and I have to cut part of that down. Well, there's the 34-foot boom lift thing I'll use to cut these trees down, so let's get to it. Well, we got that first tree all the way down to that. Got that big old log there to cut off. I'll do that later. Now we got to start working on this next tree. Oh man, this thing's not going to be fun. So, yeah, it's too much weight over there to try to just drop the tree this way. And the tree slowly goes up that way. If you look at it, if I got even with it right here, then you can see that it actually goes this way. So you gotta, in cutting that tree down, then I had to figure out which, look and see. To me, the most important things is just look and see which way it wants to fall, and then if you can let it fall that way, well, great. And then the second thing is just make sure it doesn't fall on you. Try not to cut anything above you so that it doesn't have a chance to fall on you. Cut it even with you, waist high or to the side or something, or below you, just so that you're not trying to cut something above, and then if it doesn't fall the way you expect, it's going to come back and fall on you. Because that weight of that wood is so much heavier than you think. You don't think it's very heavy, but that wood is heavy. Man, that limb is not going to be fun, but we got to do it. Now this is what I've got here. I found a tree strap kind of thing this was at Harbor Freight. Now, if I was a professional, then I might have the rigging rings and the snatch pulley things. But this is, I'm not a professional. And so this is what was available. And so I put some D-shank things on the end of that tree strap. So I got that tree strap wrapped around there, and I've got 2 different ropes. And so now I'm above this here. I'm going to cut that off. I've got one person on each of the ropes. And so basically it shouldn't go down. Before, I had the strap lower. In that section of the tree there, and that was too low. And it went down and hit the top of my shed here, so I've got a piece of OSB. I'm glad I put that there, just with some straps. See, I've just got some rope there. and I had pulled that up because it went down and hit that OSB. And now I moved it so that it's up more, and so now it shouldn't fall down and hit the shed, because they'll have tension on it whenever I cut it. So that's what we're doing. And I've got the lift right here extended over here, and I can get to this limb. This limb is the worst one, but there's other limbs. These other limbs right here and stuff. These are all over the shed. So have to try to do something to swing them away and lower them down instead of just cutting them off, so that I don't get a bunch of dents in the top of the shed. But anyway, that's how we're doing it. All right, so we cut all of this over the shed, cut that limb all the way back. That was teenage boys down there. Cut that chunk off. That was a little chunk of wood there.
Do I need to get this home?
Everything good? Get up and get that one.
Yeah. Keep going. Let mine go. Let mine go.
The other one needs to get your slack for the other one. There you go. Now let it come on down to the ground. Wow. Well, this is the last of it. This is this tree over by the fence. Just cut that last section stump down today. And then here's the other stump here. And they got a bunch of big log sections right here that we rolled over here for them to see to pick up. And that'll be the rest of these 2 trees. So it was, I don't like heights. It was kind of weird being up on the over 20 feet in the lift thing, but it was glad it's over. And I wouldn't want to do this for a living, but cost about $1,000 to cut down these 2 trees, where, you know, it was over 2,000. It was quote for 2,600 to cut down both of these trees, and that's just too much. You know, you can do it even if you don't like it. You can still just persevere and get through it and save yourself some money. That's it.